reattached. I wave hello to the others.
It's just Storm right now, I believe.
Yeah, it's just Storm. Red Hood's currently making her way back to Pamela's room, of which we'll get to in a second.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I'm
And then after that, I think we're
Wrapping
yeah,
up.
that's good enough for the session for the day.
Absolutely.
No, we're not gonna go till 7. Okay.
No.
I try not to schedule boss battles during the time that people are missing.
There's boss battles ready?
Battle.
What? Wow.
Merlin better have that body ready, or else I'm just not gonna show up.
You go through another major battle inside this useless creature. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking do that shit again. I'm done.
actually real quick before we finish. Storm
Oh, no.
writes a letter to King Orkai, being like, "Hey,
Hey,
you're
have
into women."
Let me put it this way. You remember how? You know what? Let me put it this way. I'm just gonna do this unless you come to your own conclusions.
Yeah, that's fucking. Oh, I see. That's what Red Hood was encountering. I see.
Writing.
Nice.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. Can't wait to battle that next time.
Yay.
Um, yeah, you were writing a sexy letter to a King Orc.
Just like
Okay, we'll stick with Luella. She hasn't gotten some time. So, Luella, you join back up with Storm in a dire wolf.
I can't do much. I can't talk. So, no bonding. Gonna go for the egg.
All right.
Oh,
Go to the kitchen. Get the egg. Get the blink dog egg first. Let's go start small. Go big. Put the
All right.
egg.
Using roll me dexterity to try and no. Give me a dexterity. Give me a.
If I see that it's risky to actually try and use the egg right now, like I may damage it. I'm just not gonna do it.
yeah. This might not be.
Give
the
me a
best
dire
time.
wolf dexterity check. Give me a Luella charisma. No, Luella wisdom check and
Oh come on! It closed.
You still have your divination rolls. Divination rolls.
that's true.
It's just a 10 and 11. Oh,
Well,
for
at least-
fuck's sake!
At least you
Fucking
can
roll
avoid
my
any
clothes.
net one, so you're not going to destroy whatever you have. So
Well, I don't want to risk it. I want to make sure if that, like, if the fact that I'm still in the dire wolf, I may damage the egg. I'm just not gonna do it.
well, go grab that body you disregarded. It's
I mean,
still
yeah, that's what I
it's,
want. I
it's
want
still
to-
in the trash with Zoidberg.
Compare.
You know,
He
grab
hasn't
the dire
eaten yet.
wolf, go back to my room, and just, I guess, paint then. More
paint with your
painting.
paws.
You know what? Just roll me straight intelligence with Zoka to
Right.
try and find a way to finagle all this together. You roll high, you figure out a way to do it. You roll low, you don't.
Say, click the button. Con, fuck you. 13.
So 10 plus 4. Yeah, it's a bit finagly, but you're able to finally, like, after blocking one of the workers' way eventually, and trying to shove a pamphlet in his face, you're able to eventually get them to follow the instructions for you.
Yay. Sit back with the whip. Fuck, Alexa, shut up. I'm gonna, I guess, yeah, I'll just sit back. I'll supervise the whole thing. If a thing hatches or anything, I want to be the first one it sees so that it imprints.
All right.
I don't know how it works. I'm just brainstorming here.
All right. For the eggs, so I don't have to do much. I'm just gonna add something to every one of their sheets, and it's well, okay. Let's get this over with. As you direct the guy using the pamphlet, he takes a few minutes out of his day. He looks kind of annoyed at it, but he's curious. He wants to know. As he does this, and he sets it in the water, as time goes by, the egg starts to slowly grow, and it starts glowing faintly. Only a 5 feet dim light, but. And then after 10 minutes or so of letting this thing soak and warm water, steam rising out of this bucket with you in your room, this thing finally starts to crack as you see the images that were starting to move almost, to shift and warp alongside the egg. The pictures of a dog blinking in and out of existence. It finally stops moving. The egg cracks. And when it hatches, you have a palm-sized blink dog.
Hey, Joshy.
Oh shit!
And for convenience's sake, I'm just going to say that as time goes by, they'll eventually get their full stats. But until then,
Little fetus.
their stats are just basically going to be like halved. And I'm going to put it somewhere on the sheet for you.
Yay! Seize the dog. I'll carry it with a tentacle. I'll imprint on it. It'll know the eye and only the eye.
Oh, hail the eye.
Yeah.
That might not be a
As
full
the
good thing.
packet looks up, roll me 1d6.
Nah, one. Nah, oh, pretty good, pretty good.
roll.
Hey, it's pretty good, isn't it? It's 5 bad.
So close. So close. So close. Okay. It looks at you, and it lets out a little yip. A little bark, as you can kind of understand it. It's a canine, after all.
Good. More sounds of.
Big beady eye in its face.
It's like different, slightly different dog language where it's like, I guess British English compared to American English. You're like, I understand you, but like it's different.
You stupid.
It just licks you and covers you in his giant tongue. Just
Yeah, it starts licking the dire wolf, and then like nestles up. And then it starts looking underneath said dire wolf for teats.
You got
And-
nibble?
Didn't say anything about a formula like, okay, it's gonna be hungry when it's born.
apparently
That's
dogs-
entirely up to you. It just told you how to hatch the damn thing.
All right then.
Training animals is your job.
I will actively encourage it to bond with the eye instead, because direwolf temporary.
You
I guess I'll,
present
like-
it to the dire wolf's ass. Yes.
You know what? Roll me nature.
Animal handling.
Animal
handling. Mhm.
Try it.
Yeah, the thing I'm proficient in.
Cough, cough.
Literally shaking and crying.
Nah, well, nah.
So,
Not
Yeah.
very good. No.
It's not very good, but you managed to catch its attention with the eye and tentacles as it kind of follows the tentacles, expecting it to throw something.
cool. I guess I'll offer one of the tentacles for the suckle, but I'm not gonna give him the poison or something.
It wants a ball or stick, you dumbass.
You know what? Roll me a con save. See if he actually does end up drawing poison.
Fuck. No.
He's gonna kill you.
Can I give it a 10?
Yeah, I suppose. So.
Sure. What's your con save modifier?
I mean,
can't say.
can't
As
you,
the
can't you
eye
roll
thing
and
is
then change
7.
the roll?
no, it's I have to declare it.
You have to declare it. Okay. That is annoying.
Yeah, it is, but
It's very annoying that you rolled like 2 pretty in between rolls too.
I probably should have given it the 10 for the animal handling. Oh, I'm gonna lose my blink dog because it's gonna drink the poison. It's gonna die.
It's gonna drink the Kool-Aid.
Oh,
I'm still waiting on the
I
con save.
appreciate it.
Con save from Zoko, by the way.
Oh fuck.
That's what he said. That's the 10 he said he was gonna give. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 minus, yeah. It starts to, but you quickly pull it out of its mouth as it kind of whines at you.
Can I give like a corner of one of the tentacles? Like, can I like fold one of them and just put the bent bit into its mouth?
Sure.
Yay! Now I need to research what the hell these things eat. Look in the book. Look.
See, dogs. What do dogs eat?
I'm about to hand you the sheet real quick. I just editing some stuff.
Happening. It's happening. Come dog.
No, it's a blink dog, not a cum dog.
Dog. Can teleport.
It can.
There you go.
It's fantastic.
That should do it.
Yay. He's bald.
It's just a really small version of that. And the guy that helped you do it goes, "It's so tiny. It fits in my palm."
It's in the palm of
I'm
my
gonna
hand.
nod.
What you gonna name it?
Can't really say anything for its name, so I'm just gonna.
It's so cute. It probably needs meat. I'm go get some meat. And he's off and about while you try and get this thing to suckle your venom.
No, not the venom. I gave it a corner. I bent one of my tentacles. I'm just gonna put it in its mouth. Like
Okay.
I gave it the corner.
I mean, is it a female dire wolf? Could you like offer it one of its nipples?
You know what? Take 1 damage as. Do you know? Did you know that animals start out with sharp teeth?
No.
Oh, but that's
The
one
younger
damage.
they
I can
are,
deal with that.
That's
I
pretty
can
cool.
deal with that.
They do start with sharp teeth,
Yes.
especially puppies.
Yep.
Damn.
It hurts. This thing bites, and it's causing you to bully.
Ow!
But
Suckle the blood. Wait, no, fuck. That probably has poison in it too. Let's
the
retreat.
dire wolf
No.
nipples to the rescue.
Your blood doesn't have the venom in it, but yeah, you are hurting as each time this thing goes to nom on you, it's drawing blood
So to be,
every single time.
to be clear, Luella has no mouth and it must scream.
I mean, it's not very deep. It's maybe a few millimeters, but you can still feel it poking and at you and drawing small amounts of blood as it just continues to chew on your tentacle for a little bit. Unless
Oh. Is it constantly 1 damage every time it noms then?
pretty much.
Okay then, no. Take a retreat.
You just like slap it with your other tentacle.
The-
It's like, no.
where-
Oh,
I presume I got someone to like get me into a kitchen so I can get like a pot boiling, right?
The way I figure, unless you wanted it done a different way, is you just talked to a guy and he like went to a side room or something, storage room, a spare room no one's using, something like that, to get some hot water, or just an empty room for you to do this in, away from people.
get,
Okay, yay.
Left to go get some meat for this thing.
give it some milk.
Alright. Fuck. Is the dire wolf female that I'm currently housing?
Yeah.
Roll a d4. 1 or 2 it's male, 3 or 4 female.
Hey, female.
Okay, yeah.
Titty.
Titty time. Suckle on these.
Yeah, it goes back to those.
Hovered around with the tentacles, just like, okay, here.
Even though it's drawing nothing.
And it's still satisfied.
Still buys you
It's
time.
not getting though, and the dude finally comes back. Oh, it's hungry.
Not-
He pulls up this steak. He pulls up like a fourth of a steak that he had actually finished. Since that's what he had for dinner, and he goes, "Here boy, here boy."
COVID.
Like tosses it, and this chunk is about as big as the blink dog. This thing is palm sized, inches long, and maybe an inch and a half tall.
I helped.
And this meat piece is half an inch thick, but a few inches long. He could use this thing as a bed. As you see him go, and then starts nomming on it.
Nice.
Yum yum yum.
Use tentacle, grab it, and like hold it so that there's no bubbles, so it doesn't burp as he eats the meat.
Don't say
Yeah, it takes him a little bit as he tries to just outright swallow it whole, but it's just entirely too big for him. As the guy just goes, "Aw," and like starts cutting it up into smaller pieces for him.
Hey, I grab his little. Presume he hands them to me. I'll just like grab his tentacle and just
You
like.
throw the bone of the steak, or I don't understand what kind of steak. you
Not
have.
this one.
Not that.
Hey,
Actually, although he will pull out this small bone piece that's still in the steak. A dessert for later. Tell you what, I'll drop by every so often, but this little guy looks cute. Can't
I
I don't
nod.
remember what I was so angry at Mike for.
I give him an inquisitive look with
Oh,
the
that's
eye.
right. You slept with my wife.
I raise my one eyebrow.
Do you have an eyebrow?
No.
So you don't have an eye. You can't. How do you raise something you don't have?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know. You know how eyelids have folds? Maybe that could be a pseudo eyebrow, which
He
I
has
raise.
a monobrow.
I'm trying to convey that I'm curious at what he means.
Yeah, give him that expression as best you
Hmm.
can.
Well, you're a wolf, right? They can make confusion sounds.
Head,
All right then, I'll give a whine.
head to the side, curious.
Head to the
What was
side,
that? You need to go for a walk?
Shake its head.
But what's up then?
Howl at him.
It's Timmy in the well.
Fuck. Shake its head. Paw at him. Do a
Do you
brief
want my
growl.
shoes? I need my shoes.
Never mind. And shake the eyeball and like try and dismiss him of what the current conversation is.
He just shrugs. Well, you enjoy that then. You look familiar. Weren't you on that little girl from earlier?
Nod.
Huh. Probably something hush hush. I know. I'm not gonna fuck with it. He just kind of shrugs and walks off.
Nod. Bye, sir. Now
Right.
Time to bond with it, Blink Dog. Just
Yeah.
eat it,
As you
water,
start to bond with this thing, well, as this thing starts to form a bond, the people whose room that you've just occupied for a little bit finally comes back after dinner. What are you doing here?
Ooh, time to get out. Ooh. Zoom in.
Feet
Who left
don't-
this dog here?
Feet don't fail me now.
I'm taking the Blink Dog with me.
What the fuck is that? Is that a big dog?
Hide it in tentacles.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Fucking asshole.
Gonna like growl with the dire wolf and just run off.
When I said punch me, I didn't mean literally. Doof! Door closes.
What am I ruining with Dire Blink Dog?
Yeah. And I'll say you spent some time with that. And Pamel, for the final scene of the game,
But the final
we
scene-
zoom in back on you.
She's having a nice little think. She sees Red Robe get back inside her room. She sees the
Yeah.
massive injury, and she's like, "Oh my god, what happened to you?"
A scythe. A scythe wielding maniac.
That's- Oh my god, these missions are just far too dangerous for you. I insist that you get some kind of backup when you go on assignments like this one in the future.
Yes, well, apparently I wasn't supposed to fight it. Just find it. Well, I found it.
Yeah, looks like it found you also. Nonetheless, do you need any medical attention? Are you okay?
A good night's rest should do, though I fear for this scar.
I think everyone on this ship could use a good night's rest. It's been quite an intense day for us all. But,
Yeah. By the way, what was up with that fight?
that fight, what's she referring to?
Oh, you mean you didn't hear? There was some fight between a passenger and the ferryman.
No, I didn't come across any fights, but I have heard some bickering in the background more than regular. I don't know. Maybe everyone's just a little pissed off that our vacations ended and they're getting back to work and they're kind of upset. That's my best guess, anyway.
As I go through guild
Yeah,
character,
need a good gilding.
I don't know what's up with it either. Actually, I think a few of people. I think it might be spreading to people on the ground as well. There was a few more brawls than I'd like to admit along the way.
Are we the characters?
The clerics have stepped up their watch. Apparently, even undead have been rising.
Are we the characters affected by this increased aggression? Or whatnot?
Roll me insight. Yes, insight.
Alrighty. Let's see if I've been feeling any differently. God damn it, why is it open on the spell page? Insight.
You've been distracted as of late. There was the fair, there was your bombing, there was finding out your father's a fucking evil dictator. So you didn't really have time to think on it, but
She's been on a period. It's been a real
actually,
mess.
if you put a lot of women close together, apparently their periods synchronize over time. It's weird. I don't even know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard.
It is.
Mm.
It is.
That's weird. Right, anywho. But you're probably right. When you have a period, everyone knows it because everyone else has a period too.
Okay.
Right. Feeling on it, you've been feeling more anticipation, I suppose. Not quite aggression, but you've been feeling
More agitated.
some outside force just kind of gnawing in the back of your mind.
Now that you mention it, I guess I do find it kind of feel a bit weird. I thought it was just the current events that went on. This seems rather suspicious. I hope this doesn't has any sign of like an attack or something, but it's probably just nothing.
I hope not, but I'm going to get dinner. Going to get changed. Going to get dinner,
I just like.
and then I'm going to sleep. Today's been a long day of searching in and out of crypts, a few skeletons, a zombie or two.
Alrighty, I'll be in bed shortly. I like give her a kiss as I go over to the window to see if there's like a full moon or something.
Hmm.
She's just trying to find a rational explanation for this weird behavior.
There's no full moon,
There's,
but
there's no
you
moon
do,
at all.
but you do see a crescent moon in that it's shaped weird.
Oh wow.
Something about the lighting is off.
So it's noticeably different.
Give me a sec.
You actually have an image for this?
No, but I can make one real quick.
Oh, I see. She's like gonna think and if she's seen anything like this before and if it has any like bad omens attached to.
Screw it. Don't worry. I'm not gonna worry about it that much. It's not that important. You see
You see the moon from Soul Eater.
the crescent moon currently waxing, but it's strange. You don't remember it being quite this dark. You remember it being brighter.
Well, that seems odd. As I said, she like thinks of rolling her skill of nature to see if this is like a common occurrence or if there's any like.
Go ahead. It's your characters, man. If you want to do something, just tell me you're doing it.
Yeah, she thinks like, has this ever happened before? Is it attached to any bad omens? Is this like something of note?
Yeah, you don't know exactly what's up. You don't know exactly what's going on, but you do know that moon should definitely be brighter. You know what? Roll me history. Roll me history while you're at it.
I mean, she's good with history.
Okay. In thinking back on it, you thought it was just a trick of your mind, but even the daylight seemed dimmer, less bright.
Oh wow. Huh. That's a odd occurrence. She's like, can't be an eclipse if the moon's only partly covered. She like looks through her books to see if there's any kind of factual information that might assist her. She's like, just like, I don't know why she's obsessing about this, but it's like now she has to kind of know because this is weird. It's like she's noticed this mystery and she's actually just wants to find out. And yeah, she's just gonna start looking through whatever notes she can about such occurrences until eventually she gets tired enough to retire for the night.
All right. You start looking through various books using the same history check, I suppose, to go through and try and remember what kind of topics you should pick up. And
I mean, astrology, surely.
Yeah, astrology, something that might cause the sun to become dim. Maybe light and darkness magic.
Yeah,
little
kinds of magics.
you know? Yeah, just you start looking through and there's nothing you can find. Although there is this unlabeled book that the librarian gave you. When you get to the library to start looking for books on the subject,
Yeah.
he kind of looked annoyed at being interrupted of his cataloging, considering the amount of new information that gets created on board the ship each day.
Absolutely. Okay.
He kind of looked annoyed, and gave you a few more books, and pointed out titles of certain books to get you started on your journey. And maybe 30 minutes later, he comes back with a book with no title, a plain-looking book, yellowish leather, somewhat thick.
Alrighty, she definitely looks through that like, well, he must have pointed this out for a reason.
You see, it's as you start looking through the book, it doesn't have an official author. It just says author unknown.
It's written
But-
by Anonymous. That guy again.
Yeah, pretty much. As you start looking through it, and it gives theoreticals.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's a lot of theory crafting. And give me intelligence to see how much you actually understand.
Absolutely. Hang on.
Yeah, you don't know exactly what it's referring to, but whoever came up with it or wrote it down is very well versed in illusion magic, as the basic as you can understand it is that if you do illusion magic in just the right way, theoretically you could blot out the sun. And even like a few conjectures on how to go about doing it. Or even brighten the sun, or turn it into a weapon by using like solar rays.
I mean, she's like trying to get through this book, and she's like really starting to get really tired because it is at the end of the day. She's like, I guess I'm not gonna find out what's happening at this point. But she like closes the book and she's like, first thing in the morning, I'll get right back on that. And she just starts to walk out and return to her bedroom, carrying the book with her.
Yeah, alright. The librarian will stop you to make sure that you have it checked out and put the books back and yada yada. But for the most part, you're free to let go, and it's been a tiring day between everything. Like,
are we
more than anyone, even more than Pip dying, you've had way more of a day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They
Oh, maybe not Pip. Definitely more than Pixie.
Huh?
Pamel's had more of a day than Storm, but Pip has had more of a day than any of you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's just been a day for a
It's
long
a day.
It's been one of those days. Are we level 6, by the way?
You guys should have leveled up from last time. As I
Yeah,
look,
we're
yeah, you guys should be level 7 right now.
Oh,
Oh,
I must
My
have
humanity is gone.
must have forgotten. to
even
update.
me?
I was just like, that's a pretty low proficiency bonus. I was like, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, I think the max proficiency bonus at level 20 is like +5. It starts at +2, and then like every 3 or 4 levels, I think it goes up by 1. Because I think 4th level is where you get proficiency bonus +3. 5th level is when you get 3rd level magics and the like. Extra attack for fighters, yada yada.
Okay, I'll have to remember to level up my sheet.
I'll have to level up Red Hood too, but yeah.
So, any cliffhanger for the next session you want to set up?
I will say that as everyone's settling in for the night, the children are finally going to sleep, occasionally waking up by a nightmare, and Blake, I already forgot her fucking name, damn it!
Is it? No.
Eleanor. Yeah. As Eleanor puts them back to bed,
He what?
Red Hood, yeah, if Red Hood sleeps, Pamela tiredly goes to sleep. Blake nowhere to be found.
Fuck
This
that.
ominous day ends, where the morning begins.
Damn,
A message.
Blake slept through the entire day. What a sleeper.
The night ends where the day began, where your waking moments begin. A message at your door, all of your doors.
My blink dog. Is he still there? Is he sleep? Is he healthy?
Yeah, Yeah, he's still there. He's currently sleeping on the rest of the meat that he didn't eat.
No, he
Nice.
left you a note saying he's leaving and joining the circus. Of course he's there.
Although your dire dog is gone.
That's true.
Hey, that's fine. I curled up with my little Blink dog.
Blink Dog is Harvey Jr.
No,
So
So cute. I
can't
poke
do
his
that.
nose and just get up and go to the door.
no, that's where I'm leaving the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
With pretty much everybody getting a knock on their door with, like, important telegram.
At the same time.
You can't stop me. I'll bunny hop to the door.
Damn near. It's like 7 in the morning. You guys aren't slated to get up for another hour.
Yeah, screw your cliffhanger.
Yeah.
We're just gonna break the 4-4 and find out immediately.
Fuck you. Crouch jump. I'm gonna start running around my room and building up momentum before shooting at the door.
So,
Look,
bit of a long session, and no battles, but I hope you guys enjoyed it.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
It was nice.
Glad I could spend time with the other characters. Shame I couldn't speak to them.
I mean, you just put yourself in those positions all the time, man. It's really. I mean, Pamel's getting tired of this shit, so.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I couldn't do much.
You couldn't exactly talk. I get that, though. At least you're not a sentient piece of bread like I wanted to be one time.
Yeah. hopefully I don't have to fight this guy with like the dire wolf again.
Oh, and because you guys leveled up, I am going to have to rework him a little bit to match your newfound prowess. Have fun with that.
No,
Who, Pamel?
Yeah,
Wait,
Slashes
Pamel?
slashes make you're gonna die.
I mean, we're at level 7 at the moment, yes? That's what we should be. Yeah. Pamel's just level 6 right now. She just has to update her sheet.